I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com, and today I'm going to show you how to sew in a zipper. There's actually a lot of different ways to sew in a zipper, and I'm not going to show you how you would sew like what would be in the back of a dress. I'm going to show you a really great beginning way to start working with zippers. It's going to give you an exposed zipper, and it's really good for craft applications like pouches and bags and pillows and things like that. So that's what we're going to do today. This is a zipper foot. They look a little different for different machines, but this is what it looks like for the FOF machine. You can put it on either side of your presser foot here so that the needle can go down into this slot or into the slot on this side, depending on which side you need it on. So I would snap it into place either here or over here, and I'm going to snap it down here, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, let me get this is what we're going to sew. This is going to be the outside of a little pouch, and this is the zipper that I'm going to put on it. I've pinned the zipper face down to the top edge of the pouch, and I'm going to unzip this a little bit. The zipper pull is chunkier and wider than the rest of the zipper, so I want to pull it out of the way because it's going to tend to push my needle out of the way, and you'll see what we're going to do with that. So you lay this under the edge of your presser foot, and see what the zipper foot allows you to do is get that needle really close to the teeth of the zipper. So what I'm doing here is I'm not worrying so much about the seam allowance being lined up in a particular place here. I'm worried about keeping the edge of this foot as close as I can to the teeth of the zipper. So I'm going to backstitch just like we would for anything else. And then I'm going to stitch forward, and I'm going to go pretty slow, and I'm just going to keep that lined up. Now you see we're coming up to the pull here, and I really want to get that out of my way. So what I'm going to do is needle down so that my piece doesn't shift at all. I'm going to lift up the presser foot. Let me see if I can do this without getting in the way of the video camera. I'm going to pull that closed. So now the zipper is back where I've already sewn, the pull is, and I can keep sewing down here. And really go slow so that you can keep that lined up. You can actually push it up against there a little bit. It's a nice ridge. And then back stitch. And I'm going to pull it out of the machine and show you. So what you have now is a nice clean sewn edge right at the edge of your stitching. Sometimes the instructions are going to tell you to top stitch that, and I'm going to show you right now how to do that. We'll do it with the zipper foot on. And I'm just going to leave that foot in place and just get that thread down. And this time I'm going to line the edge of my foot up. I'm not going to push up against here. I'm going to line the edge of my foot up against that seam there. So that is going to give you a nice clean edge. Pull that out. So you get a nice clean finish, and one of the nice things about top stitching it is that there's no way now for this fold of fabric to ever get caught in the teeth of the zipper. So that's really nice, especially when you're sewing something for kids. But it does leave a visible line of stitching, and sometimes you don't want that. The other thing that you'll sometimes do with this kind of zipper attachment in particular is to sew a lining in on the back side. So I'm going to show you how you do that. You're going to layer together now two pieces of fabric. You're going to have your fabric front, and you lay that right side up, and then you lay your zipper just like you did before, face down. So you're going to make a little sandwich here, and then you're going to lay your lining face down on top of that. So you have 3 layers of fabric all lined up at the edge. And I'm going to sew that. I would probably normally pin that, but I'm being lazy right now. Now you can't see the teeth of the zipper, so you have to go by feel, and this is when you really do want to go slow. So I'm kind of making sure that that is riding right along the edge of the teeth there. And you just have to trust me that I'm feeling that there. I can feel the bump of the teeth of the zipper. And now I'm coming up to the zipper pull, so I'm going to do the same thing. Needle down, then reach under the layers. Unzip it. Get our 3 layers back together again. Back stitch. And we're done with that. Let me show you how that looks. When you open that up, pull that close so you can see it better. So this was our unlined side. This is the side with the lining, so when you flip it over, you'll have the lining fabric keeping that edge neat on the inside. So that's it. That's how you sew in an exposed zipper. I showed you how you attach the fabric to the zipper, how you top stitch that fabric on in case your pattern calls for that, and also how to sandwich the zipper in between the main fabric and a lining fabric. I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com. I'll see you next time.